And we're back to Exercism JavaScript. This time I'm going to show you how to solve coordinate transformation. So closures, read through this yourself. And when you get stuck, refer to my walkthrough. I'm just going to solve the exercise, or it's 4 tasks. Let us check the first one right here. Translate the coordinates. So in simple terms, we're going to add these 2 values up. Here it says we'll create a function that returns a function. So inside we want to return another function. Translate 2D is the given one with dx and dy as parameters. So I'll just call mine translate, and it uses x and y. And we want to return an array, so return array. And in the example you've seen, we'll just add these 2 values up. So it's x plus dx and y plus dy. And this should solve the first task. And it doesn't run because it already wants us to implement the second function before any tests are executed. So let me go to task 2, scale the coordinates. It's almost the same, but this time we're going to multiply the 2 values. So 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times -3 would be -6. But again, our scale 2D will return a function. It uses x and y as parameters. Let me just call that scale x, y. It returns an array. And obviously we want to return this function, so let me add that here in code line 34 as well. Return an array, and this time it's x times sx and y times sy. And now task 1 and task 2 should run. Let me check it. And I haven't made any typos. Let's move on to task 3. Compose transformation functions. So let us check it again. We need to return a function. Inside of our function, we need x and y as parameters for it. We will return an array. But be careful here. Let's check the hints. The result of the first transformation is an array. And the function takes 2 numbers. So we'll return the g. And then inside we'll need our parameters used for f. But once again, it's an array. So we have to spread it out. So don't forget these 3 dots. So that we have 2 numbers. And it already runs. So that's the solution for task 3. Task 4, we want to save the result of a function, so this one's a little bit more complex. we need to memoize the result of the last transformation, but here, be careful, it says if the input arguments are the same, so we need an if statement inside to check if they are the same or if they're different. It also says it right here in the comments, if the arguments are the same as the last call. Then we should memoize the results. I have declared variables first and I've given them the names previous x, previous y, and previous results. So this is the first step. Afterwards, I have created the memoize function. So we want to return that. Let me call that memoized. And it takes x and y arguments. So again, we'll have to add it here. And now we need to check the if. So if the arguments are the same as the last call, which I have now named previous. So previous x equals x and previous y equals y. Only then we will return the previous result. And if it's not the case, we compute a new result. So in that case, we simply set our previous x to x and the previous y to y. And don't forget to finally return the previous results. But it's not just the previous result, we'll have to set it now to our f using x and y as arguments. And if I haven't made any typos here, we should be good. Let me check. I think I've got it all. So I run it. And that was the solution for it. So let me check maybe test 14. And let's compare test 13 to it. So in 13 we have the same result. And they're different here for test 14. So both cases work. As I've said, it's a little bit more complex. So make sure that you read the concept, so the closure concept, carefully. Try to solve it yourself, and if you get stuck, refer to my walkthrough as always. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.